That's good.
Got it.
Hey guys, so now we're back with part 2 with him.
Yeah.
And what was our teaser of our story that we're gonna do now with the Baymax cards?
Oh right, yeah. So we're talking about why we didn't go to the Sip and Scoop commercial.
We should restart it because we didn't really do the chips.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll start on like how I had the green chip and just whatever.
So Birdie had the green chip for happiness and
All day.
excitement, but
And
also,
healthcare.
Yeah.
It's Baymax's healthcare chip.
Yeah. But also probably a little bit of a yellow chip because he was nervous because it's something that we had never done before. So I think what happened
At the
makes
beginning.
sense.
At
Yeah.
the beginning.
And I think it makes sense what happened. I think what happened was, since you were a little bit nervous, you were mainly excited, but since you were a little bit nervous,
And my brain was happy, and
Yeah.
I was picturing you going.
exactly.
Right?
So you
my brain
were,
was picturing.
yeah, your brain was probably thinking that you can get through the nervousness as long as you have me. And so then when you found out that I wasn't going to be able to go, your yellow card, your Baymax yellow card for nervousness probably took over.
And turned red.
And turned into red for like fear and anger and disappointment.
But do you
and
think I
sadness.
still have the green chip, or do you think I got rid of that green chip?
Well, you had a tiny bit of the green chip.
You could tell
But,
with the message. You could tell I had 10%. You
Mhm.
could see that I had 10% in that message.
And that's always good. As long as you have a little bit of your green chip, you can always
Survive.
yeah, you can always try to use it more. But I understand, you know, sometimes things happen and sometimes
Your red chip comes out.
it's a disappointment and then you miss out on an opportunity. That's okay. I'm sure there will be other opportunities like it in the future, you know.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee, but
You know what? I'll say this. Not only did I have the red chip, I kind of also had the blue chip for sadness.
yeah, of
'Cause
course.
I had the blue chip and I had the red chip.
Yeah.
So I was angry and I was happy slightly and I was sad.
Yeah. But it's a valuable lesson because even though you didn't have me there to support you and that made it harder for you, it's situations like that where even if it's not the ideal situation that you pictured, it's sometimes good to still do it anyways. And even if you're stressed and unhappy and sad in the moment, maybe the next day you might look back at the video and see yourself on the commercial, and then you'll feel happy, like, oh my god, I'm so glad I did the commercial. Because sometimes when you're doing something fun, you don't feel happy right away. Sometimes you feel happy after. Like when I finished Dr. Moon, I was really stressed because I was staying up late to finish it, and I was
Which
so
was great.
exhausted. Yeah, I was so exhausted, and I was honestly
And
at
I'm
that
very
point.
proud of you for that.
Yeah, and honestly at that point I felt a little bit fed up with Dr. Moon, but then the next day when we published it, I was so happy.
Your
So-
green chip like took over all of your other chips.
So sometimes even if you're feeling a blue chip or a red chip, sometimes it's best to just push through and do the thing that you want to do, and you'll feel happy.
I just feel
after
those
the
chips.
fact.
Just
Yeah.
feel those chips.
Yeah.
You know what?
Do you want to do Subway or Tim's?
I'm kind of feeling like a sub today.
Cool.
But you never know. Subway may not. Oh.